Oh, I keep wanting to type. I don't have to type. I can talk. Hello, Ace. So, are you up for talking about 1970s stuff? Debbie, I wondered if you'd be on here. How do you catch absolutely every live? I asked you that in the comments. I just watched your video of you waiting outside the doctor's office. Even though I wasn't born. Oh, are you really young, Ace? Oh, did you? I haven't checked again. I just moved over to my desk. Well, I can't remember the name. It's got a lot of letters and numbers in it. You're 20. Okay. Well, welcome. um, and one of the ladies answered me asking me, we were talking about hats. And she asked if I wore one at my wedding in 81. And I said no. But I had to wear one at my aunt's wedding. And she was asking me if it was a crocheted hat. And I said no. But it reminded me that my aunt used to make us crocheted hats, there was five sisters, and she made each of us a crocheted hat with beer cans in it. And I looked it up because they were absolutely hideous. I didn't like them when I got them. Can you see that? Yeah, and we were young girls. We were like, late grade school, preteens, and we didn't need to be wearing beer can hats. So I made a list of some toys, just toys from the 70s. A few of them overlap that are on my video today, but that's okay. Did you like them, Debbie Sue? You like the beer can hats? I mean, I think they're tacky. I don't even know if I would have liked them with like soda, like a Coke or something, but I remember saying to my sisters, Coke would have been better than whatever. She had like, one was Coors, one was Bud, one was Miller, whatever. They'd fight for types of beer. So we only have 2 people here right now. So 20, my goodness. All of your toys, Ace, and everything you grew up with was all with electronics, not even just battery operated stuff, but rechargeable. Right. So Debbie Sue, did you have an Atari? And Ace, have you heard of Atari? You probably have heard of it. I had an Atari in the very early 80s, and my favorite game was Worm War. I guess because it was an easy game. Yeah, it was so fun, even though the controllers were wired and you had to sit right in front of the TV. But Worm War was like the worms. There was these little squiggly things that would come up from the bottom of the screen, and they would light up, and you had to, I guess, shoot them while they were lit up, because then they would disappear again. And what about Simon? I think that was the dark black circle that had the 4 different colors on it. I don't remember how to play it though. And Speak and Spell, they still have a lot of that same kind of thing too. Hi, Rhonda. We just started talking about stuff from the 70s. I just listed beer can hats. Are you familiar with beer can hats? I showed a picture that I found online. I don't know if it's still up or not. They were horrible. My aunt made them for, I have 4 sisters, and she made one for each of us. All different beer. I mean, one type of beer per hat, but they were awful. And when you're a kid and you're getting a present, it's Christmas time, and you open it up, and it's so hard to act happy when you're just completely shocked. So we mentioned Atari and Simon and Speak and Spell. And in my video today, I did mention the Rubik's Cube, which I actually just hate because it's I don't know how people even solve that thing. I did think about tearing the stickers off, but I figured it would show. And even if I had all the stickers off, I wouldn't get them back on right. Okay, you graduated in 1972 and got married later that same year. Okay, I kind of did the same thing. I graduated in 81 and like May of that year, and then I got married July of that year. So you're ahead of me by a few years. So these toys, I'm sure you remember them, especially if you have younger siblings. So there was Weebles Wobble. I remember they said Weebles Wobble, but they don't fall down or they can't fall down. Well, yeah, the 60s really had some cute clothes too. I love the 70s clothes. I love the bell bottoms, the tie-dye, halter tops. I talked about that in I think the live last night. I talked about it somewhere. Debbie, what year did you graduate? Are we close to the same age? I think we are. Okay, so you're 3 years younger than I am. Okay, so you are 50. Wait, 84. 5 years, right? 81. No, that's 3 years. Like, see, I can't even math. Okay, so if I'm 62, then you're 59. Okay. Stretch Armstrong. There we go. Stretch Armstrong. I remember him, but I think that was a boy's toy, and there was 5 girls in my family. And also Star Wars action figures, which I don't think those ever went away either. I think they've gotten less than what they used to be, but people still love them. Oh, Diddy Debbie, your brother had Stretch? And I have Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't ever play that. And let me see, I wrote. Oh, and the same lady asked me if I had a poncho. Yes, I had a poncho. I loved ponchos because you could get your arms up underneath them and they were so warm. Like if you're just sitting there for a walk, it wouldn't be very warm. But also, my mom made these tops for us. She sewed a lot of stuff. And I think it must have been either squares or triangles she made the tops out of. But I don't remember what the yoke part of it was like, but it came to a point in the front like this and the same in the back. And then it came to a point almost to your elbow on either sleeve. And she could like sew one in like 30 minutes. I had so many colors of those and I loved them. And Debbie, I think you probably saw, if you saw my comment, that I found those Werther's maple cream caramels on Amazon for $12.99 for a 7.4 ounce bag. I didn't know they were soft. I thought they were like the hard candy with caramel in them. That seems like a lot, $12.99, but everything's gone up, so it's probably close to the same in the store, I would imagine. Okay, and then we have Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. And I do remember those, even though I was, a girl and didn't really play with them. But it seemed like that one was more popular, Hot Wheels or Matchbox cars, and I don't know which it was. And Big Wheel. I loved the big wheel, but by the time we got one or got to ride one, I don't know I think we eventually got an old used one from somebody. I was too big for it. I was too tall. So, but man, those things look fun. The kids would ride them really fast at the end of the road and then turn and slide, rave. Yes. Yes. And I mean, I saw kids wearing the wheels out on them because they rode them so much. And Evil Knievel stunt cycle. I don't remember the stunt cycle, but I remember how popular Evil Knievel was. And Barbie. I think she was more popular years ago than she is now, but everybody loved Barbie. All the girls loved Barbie. I remember in one of my friend's attics after school one day we went up there with our Barbies and we were going to make a nude beach. So we took all their clothes off of them and laid them out. And then we put a heat lamp for their sunshine for the nude beach. And we came back and they were all melted. We're lucky we didn't start a fire in the house. And Baby Alive. I remember Baby Alive, but my sister got one. You remember? I think she had batteries and she had a like a spoon with food and her mouth would move. And I guess that stuff just like moved through her body because I think she pooped too. Did she do that? She had diapers and the stuff that you put in her mouth came out the back end, right? Rhonda says, I had Barbies and a Midge doll. I never had a Ken doll. My Barbie, like my brother's G.I. Joe. I don't remember Midge doll. I'm going to look it up. I might recognize it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really remember her, but that's what came up on Etsy. So was she as popular as it's called, I don't know how to say that. It's OOAK. I don't know if it's Oak, Midge doll, Barbie reroute. Was she as popular as Barbie was? She had a cute flip hairstyle. Okay. Like this one from 1964. Okay, Debbie Sue, you love changing her diapers? Well, okay, besides Mrs. Beasley, I don't know who that is. I love changing her diapers. So I'm the oldest of 5. And when I was 5, I had a sister that was 3, twin sisters that were 1, and a newborn baby. And I got plenty of diaper changing in. I don't know Mrs. Beasley. Let me look and see if I can find her. I guess she was a doll. Mrs. Beasley doll. Oh. Oh my goodness, she's expensive. She's on Poshmark for $400. Oh. Rhonda says, that's how I learned to sew was making Barbie clothes. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll get back to that. I missed Debbie's comment from the show Family Affair. I don't even remember that show. Family Affair. Okay, so making Barbie clothes, that must have been very tedious. They're so tiny. Did you hand sew them then, or did you make them on a machine? Oh, you have a reproduction? I can't believe. I mean, I may see the show thing and go, oh yeah, now I remember. I don't remember this show. It was on for 5 seasons. I recognize the one of the boys and the the guy in the green shirt. Huh. Yeah, Brian Keith. That little boy almost looks like one that was on the Partridge Family. Oh, it's from 1966. I don't even remember having a TV until the 70s. So it may have been on and off by the time I got a TV. And we had a black and white for a while, and then we went to color. Oh, here you go. I watched the reruns. Family Affair first came out in 1966, the year I was born, and I think it ran until 71. Oh, you didn't watch it, Rhonda? Okay. Well, it ran 5 seasons. I guess it was popular. But yeah, I don't remember having a TV until I think I was in second grade. I think. Maybe, no, third grade, I think, was when we got a TV. When we lived way out in the country and used the Ringer washing machine and hung all the clothes and diapers out to dry, we didn't have a TV in that house. Oh, the Brady Bunch knocked it off the air. No, that was the show that I watched. Rhonda says there was a lot of TV we were not allowed to watch. I would go up to my granny's and watch Gunsmoke. I was talking about what I wasn't allowed to watch when I was a kid, and I remember it being Love American Style. But I think that came on like on the West Coast, the news came on at 11 instead of like it does here, 10 o'clock. And so it would have had to have come on after 11 because it would have been after the news. Maybe 11:30. I don't know. My shirt is, I'm pulling it the wrong way. There we go. Every time I look at myself, the shirt is crooked. I guess because I'm always reaching with my right arm or something. Did you get to watch it, Debbie? You said you were born in 66. So I was 63 and my other sister was 65. And then the twins were 67 and the last one was 68. I don't think Gunsmoke was a bad show, though, was it? Or was it just gunfights that your parents didn't want you to see? So you've been staying up late your whole life, huh, Debbie? I have the hardest time going to sleep. The last 3 nights, I think I've got 12 hours accumulated. It's rough. I think we ran Ace off. Rhonda said, I'm not sure what it was about, that show that they would not let us watch it. Probably Miss Kitty. You know, parents used to be a little more strict. They used to like know more what their kids were doing and watching and stuff. And now with everybody having access to the internet and their own electronic device, you really don't know what your kid is watching. But I know when we did get to watch something that we weren't supposed to watch, it made it a lot more fun. No, I can't fall asleep. If I fall asleep, Debbie, and I wake up, go to the bathroom or whatever, I can go right back to sleep. It's the initial getting to sleep. So see, my shirt went off crooked again. I don't get that. Maybe it's my neck. Hi, Regina. Welcome. Rhonda says she ran the house of ill repute. We're talking about 70s stuff, and I think you're younger than I am too, Regina. Yes, I am. I actually started to really like these, even though I don't have like a ton of people come. It's fun. $56. Okay, Debbie's 59. I'm not sure how old Rhonda is. She said she graduated, I think, in 72. And I'm 62. I graduated in 81. 71. Okay, Rhonda's 71. I know a lot of ladies are, I don't want to say self-conscious, but maybe sensitive is the right word. They're sensitive about their age and they don't like to say it. It hasn't really bothered me. I think it's something to be proud of, getting older. Yes, Debbie, it is Regina. And I'm happy I remembered. Rhonda and Regina, do you know each other? Okay, Regina has a channel. It's like a sensible. I may be misspeaking, so correct me. But not simple. What's the word? I just had it and I lost it. I lost the word I was going to use. It's financial, but it's very sensible, and it's where you can understand what she's saying. It's not a bunch of, I don't know, terms that I don't understand. Everything is pretty much black and white and easy to follow. Hi, Julie. Yeah, I decided to do it last minute. I noticed in my other lives, especially, that under my eyes look so dark, and I had a light on each side, and I ordered another one on the top of my computer, and it came in today. I mean, my glasses, I guess they're just going to leave a shadow. I know I don't want it like underneath. I met Julie pretty recently, and it was really nice when I did, because I've been going on a panel on Fridays, and the first 2 nights we did shout outs to small channels that we were enjoying. And so the third Friday, which was last Friday, I was on there. I thought we were going to do that too. And I had written Julie's channel down for one that, was worthy of a shout out. And when I got the email for it, she was on the panel too. I think there's still so many women that are before retirement age to after retirement age that are interested in what we have to say and or have a channel of their own. It's really hard to find them, though. It's like they don't put those small channels like mine, they don't put them in the feed very often. If they don't get a lot of views, like within the first, I don't know how long, but it's not long, then they just throw them on the back burner and you don't get seen. Oh, okay, Rhonda. So you have seen her on the panel, probably, right? Yeah, she was up in the top right, I think. It is. And Rhonda, I don't even know how big your channel is, Rhonda. I'm sorry, but I keep getting people making offers to do thumbnails for me and try to help me. And I am being very nice back, but I don't want the help. I mean, if I had like a friend that was sitting next to me that had a YouTube channel and said, do this, and this, I would be more inclined to do it. But I don't want to get any paid services starting up because this is just for fun. How do you handle it, Rhonda? What do you say to them? Do you say no, thank you, or do you just not respond? I like your thumbnails. Are you talking to me? I just let YouTube pick my thumbnails. It gives me a choice of 3. And actually, I was making my thumbnails in the beginning, which I started in February. And I didn't think I was getting any views. And I changed the thumbnail back to the 3 options that YouTube gave me. And I was getting more views with just a random thumbnail. And I think the reason why, I don't know, but is because it's a natural picture. It's not a posed picture. You know, you might be laughing. And I've noticed, like, if I put my hands up in the video, then it will snap that and offer that as a thumbnail. Or if I'm showing something, that'll be one of my 3 options. You're getting it too, Debbie, and you just say no, thank you. I have a couple that are very, very persistent, and I do want to be nice. I don't especially want to look like a jerk in the comments to somebody else's commenting. But I mean, she's got this one girl. I guess it's a girl. Yeah, I went to her channel and she had one video and it was of her doing someone's makeup. And I didn't understand why she was trying to offer me help. I'll put it that way. And I think I missed some here. Let's see. I want to grow organically. Yes, me too, because I think it would be too hectic to, like, overnight be overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff I didn't know how to handle. Oh, thank you, Julie. I can't say I've worked hard on it, but I did put these shelves up a while ago when they were over my couch, and I rearranged the furniture, and I'm really, really happy with it. My bird is sometimes standing over there. I think she has put herself to bed because I didn't put her to bed, so she's probably not happy with me. Okay, Rhonda, you delete their emails. Okay, I have gotten a couple of emails, but I have not gotten many emails. It's in the comments on my video, and they're saying things like, you're not getting enough views and your channel is so good. And I mean, it's so sugary and over the top that you know what they're doing. See, Gina said, I delete them after I say no. I can learn to do it myself if I want to. The mean comments are just weird to me. Yeah. Yeah, I think they do too, Debbie. You mean Rhonda, you've only had one bad comment? I had one I took as bad. I don't know if the lady meant it as bad as I took it, but it was on my video of, I was talking about old and unfortunate looking. And I was on a walk and she, I don't know who she was, but she just said that maybe I should try to put a curl in my hair or paint my nails. She was going on about things I could do to make myself look better. And I'm like, I'm on a walk, lady. I'm sweating. But I made a response video back about how people shouldn't say that kind of stuff, especially to young girls, because it affects them for a long time. And I ended up privating that video because I didn't know if it was right or not. But she watched it and she told me, I know you said this because of me. So that kind of let me know that she did mean it a little bit not so nice. Okay, yes, Rhonda says, yes, they said, I don't need your help. Gina says, totally. I basically got told, you seem nice, but yeah. If I have somebody that wants to offer me some constructive criticism that I've already spoken to, that I know, I'm going to take that a lot better than a complete stranger, because either they're being mean or they want you to pay for their help. And I get it. They don't want to help anybody for free, but I wasn't looking either. So ask me once. And if I say no, thank you, or whatever, that should be the end of it. He seemed nice, but I think one of the things I was saying in that video about old and unfortunate looking is like, feels like the older I get and the more unfortunate looking I get, I have to be that much nicer. The help is very nice. Hey, the ones of you that are on there, it shows there's 5 of us and I have 1 like. Do you mind, please? Hey, Regina, have you done a live yet?
What?
Oh, I'm talking to the video. Oh, have you really, Rhonda? I had 1, and I don't know if it was really hitting on. It was one where I was doing a chat while I was making my bed, and he said, "Oh, you look like you live alone," and he kind of started off like that. Oh, okay. I don't know if you want to, but I go through YouTube Studio, and up by where it says create, there's a little thing that looks like a sets of parentheses, like 2 or 3 of them. And if you click on that, that's the live. And then it'll say, do you want to put a title, just like you're doing a video? You just go through the steps, and then at the last one is go live. Oh, you remember that one, Debbie? I've been hearting the live. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, trolls need to get a life, but you know what? I mean, I guess it can't. I mean, if you're not going to be nasty about it, that's one thing. But when you start getting nasty, then that's. Oh, you should, Julie. Well, Regina, you seem so comfortable talking to the camera, and I think you said that you really don't edit. You just sit down with what you have to say, and then you post it. I think you would be perfect on a live. Nerves of steel. And Debbie Sue, have you done a live yet? I've tried. Okay. Rhonda, were we talking about this with you on Tracy's live last night? I've tried 2 times and my audio and video do not work. I have tried everything and watched so much on how all my stuff is hooked up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have to use when I do the panel with Karen on Fridays, I have to go through Chrome and use. I have an account with StreamYard, but not even like the free version. They just know who I am on there. And then when I did this, I went through. Wait, I think I did go through Chrome. Yeah, I think I did go through Chrome. I did. Because I think it says for Safari it's not supported. Okay, good. I see. I'm so bad with names, and I was doing a live because I always check to see if anyone I know is doing a live before I go on, and no one was. And by the time I got off the live, I saw Tracy was on, and I went over there, and it was like the last few minutes of it, 5 or 6 minutes, and she was finished. Oh, Rhonda, that's awful. Okay, let me back up here. Let's see. Debbie said, my internet is so unstable here right now. It keeps dropping. They're supposed to be bringing in better service, but who knows when. Okay, that would probably make a live a little bit hard. And then Rhonda, you've tried on other devices. It's too bad. It's not like you can just go knock on the, next door and say, hey, can I borrow a cup of sugar? And you go, hey, can you help me get live on YouTube? Because like, I don't know anyone around me that does YouTube. So you are at the mercy of finding the right video and then applying what you've learned. And that can be a struggle. Okay, and Regina says, personal finance is tougher though, as I have to be careful what I say. I don't know people's situations. Basically, have to be cautious since my channel isn't a personal one. I understand. That's probably smart. Debbie says, I live in a very rural area and we don't have a cell tower here for our cell phones. Okay, so you've got a landline that you use at home then? Rhonda said, I tried going live through my Zoom today. It was a no-go. That is so strange, especially on different devices. Julie says, all right, ladies, I have a meeting to get to. Enjoyed being here with all of you. Bye. Bye, Julie. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I should probably get off of here too. It's almost 7:30 and I need to walk the dog. But thank you for everybody chatting with me. It was fun. Debbie says, yeah, I use a landline. I can use my cell phone if I hook it up to Wi-Fi, but I only use it occasionally. Yeah, that's understandable. You have to pay the price for getting to live out in the beautiful countryside. You don't get all the perks of living with next door neighbors of fast Wi-Fi. Okay, good night, ladies. Thank you so much.